Hello again, everybody. It's Harry Boxer, the Technical Trader. It's September 13th, Monday. These are the charts of the day. On the long side today, since we spent some time covering the shorts on Sunday, let's take a look at the current positions that appear to be in motion with strong technicals. Aluminium Minerals, AAU, a low price one, popped from 1 to 3 in the last 3 weeks and stair-stepped its way up with a price volume surge, a little flag, a flag, and now another flag. Looks to me like 335-ish is the target, perhaps even as high as 4, depending on momentum and strength. We've spent about 5 days flagging here. We spent about 4 or 5 days here and here as well. So timing could be good. We'll see if we get an upside move as early as tomorrow. AMRC has really been surging lately. It popped, formed a flag, then wedged, broke out, stalled here in this range for flagging, and then today popped 87 cents or 6.6%. Volume is low in this one. It's a runner though, and very thin. I'm looking for a move to the 15.5, 16 range short term. Aruba Networks, they're very strong after this 4-week consolidation, which held the major trend line and 50-day moving average. It then popped 2.5 weeks ago. Has been moving steadily in a rising channel. Today up another 58 cents, about 3%. Looks like it's headed for the $23 range, our short-term trading target. That's at the top of the channel here, which also is in juxtaposition right there. So we'll see if we get that move. That's what it looks like. ASYS today, which had been in a beautiful rising channel, pulled back over the last 3 or 4 sessions, held right at price support and popped 74 cents today, about 5%. If things go well, and the market continues to move forward, we could see the stock as high as 19 short term. China Med, CMED, breaking out of a base pattern here. Take a look at this pattern. Across lateral resistance, it popped, formed a little flag, and today jumped 41 cents. It appears that may be headed for a quick move up towards 14.5, my short-term trading target. And if that's taken out, look for a move up towards 16. EXAS, very interesting pattern developing. We had the pop, and now it's forming a little pennant. Today was an inside session on low volume. Still up a dime though. It appears that the stock wants to go again. There is some resistance around the 6.25 range, my short-term target, but I believe once it gets through there, you're headed towards $10 over the course of the next several weeks potentially. Fire, source fire is on fire as it broke out of the base at the end of August, ran up to secondary resistance, formed a little flag, popped through it, backed off and flagged again, and today popped another $1.69. At one point reaching 28.85. That was last week's high, so we need to get through that to extend this, but I believe this is in the low 30s short term. Craft Brewers Alliance, or Hook. It's been a beautiful rising channel for the last 4 weeks, which has taken it from under 5 to nearly 8, well, to 8.75 today. At the top of this channel, my target was around 9, and we probably will reach that tomorrow. We may see the stock higher than that, but this is a critical area for it. Long-term resistance. It's had a huge move here from 2.5 to 8.75 just in the last 90 days. So maybe due for some pullback, but the momentum is very strong. So are technicals, and I wouldn't be surprised to see this spike up on a short-term basis. IGTE had a nice day session today, up $1.38 or 8%. You can see that 4 days ago, the stock popped out of its wedge, ran up to resistance, backed off on lower volume, and then today came out again, jumping $1.38, as I said. Target at 20. I expect that may be reached in the next day or two. That's the top of the channel, and we could find some resistance in that area, but momentum could take this into the low 20s as well. MIPS, MIPS, after this consolidation in August, broke out in early September, worked its way higher, backed off, and then came out again, but it's stair-stepping its way higher. Volume is surging, so are technicals. My short-term target probably will be met as early as tomorrow. That's around the 8.25 area, and it's closing 790 today, up 22 cents or nearly 3%. Notice that the top of this range in here is very important. If it breaks through here, we could see a move that takes us up to 11, followed by a secondary move up around 13.5, 14. That's shorter and intermediate term targets. Macroman Exploration, which is a recent swing trade pick of ours, popped and is flagging or coiling in here, lower volume. It looks like today it may have broken out, popping 60 cents on 1.5 million. Volume picked up to the best levels of the last several sessions, and it appears that this thing could move to the top of the short-term channel, which is up around the 15.5 level. I expect that may be happening short-term, but if it gets across 1488, which is this lateral resistance in here, we could see the stock get to 1688 and then perhaps as high as 18.75 with a long-term target at the top of the channel up around the high 20s. That's a ways down the road. MMYT, make my trip, new IPO from India, exploded after the IPO, formed a big wedge, broke out 2 days ago, stalled yesterday and today, or Friday, and today popped 289 or 8% as technicals are surging, and this thing could spike into the mid-40s short term. That's our trading target, around 44.5. PPO is one of our top 25, beautiful long-term channel, rising channel here. Calls for a breakout and a move. We broke out today, I believe, up $1.22. That's a new multi-year high. And if we step back and look at the pattern, you'll see that it calls for something in the high 30s. So let's call it 39, the trading target on PPO here. Rare Element, REE, broke out in August, flagged, and now flagged again. The stock broke out today up 70 cents, 12.5%. Looks like to me this is a stock that could be a high single digits, maybe 8, 8.5, or 9. Spectrum, which broke out 2 days ago, last week, and then backed off to retest, was entered as a swing trade yesterday. The stock popped $1.13 today. Short-term target around 13, but I believe the stock makes it to secondary resistance up around 16, and that's the secondary target as well to complete a nice swing trade if it gets it. And lastly today is Veritex, which we've been talking about the last several sessions. Broke out of the coil on volume, flagged for 3-4 days, and from there exploded from 7 to 11.55 just in the last 5-6 sessions. So and from there, I'm looking for a test at the top of that channel around 15 plus. And that's it for today. Good luck tomorrow.